Konnichiwa, minasan. Welcome back for another round of Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet. A whole new episode is out, or I'm assuming is an episode out. It's number 78. Number 78, clocking in at 1412. I'm wondering if Grasimov is still doing the breakdowns. Like, this is like part of the season. Actually, in fact, I could have checked that out myself. Hold on, let me see here. No, actually, it's the start of season 26. So we're at the start of season 26. But it doesn't say that it's part 1 or part 2. It looks like it's a full episode. So we'll find out later down the line if he compiles them all together or something. But you know what? It's time to find out what the heck's going on with G Toilet, the Astros, and so on. It's been quite some time. Everything's gone to heck, and lots of twists and turns. And yeah, it's kind of weird now because it's starting to lean away from the Alliance, and it's becoming more like the Astros versus the G-Men and the Skibidi Toilets. I hope it doesn't do that. I like it better when it's the Alliance versus the Toilets, even the Astro Toilets. So we'll soon find out what direction Grasimov is going. So there'll be my 3 scenes of interest. My 5 scenes. I ain't got no 5 scenes. It's 14 minutes here. 3 scenes of interest after the reaction, along with additional thoughts and call to action. Comment, like, subscribe, follow, and hit the notification bell. And let us begin the research. Wait, what is this? This feels like 60 frames per second. Oh my gosh, the frame rate and is fantastic.
Whoever you are, thank you. Without your help, we wouldn't be alive and well.
How's my steak, bro?
Raw. Needs more cooking.
Alright, so we're teaming up with the humans. Cool. It's just compromise. Retreat immediately. That's a pretty awesome weapon. What the? That's new. Oh, that thing ate her. That's not a... it looks like a toilet. What the?
It's neck break? Give me something.
Just eat the humans.
Raw. Needs more cooking.
I'm speechless. Whoa. Eastern Europe.
And you, staying on base? Hugs?
You asked for it.
You're wrong. Do you possess the deepest concept of what this place is? Is it future? Is it past? What resides in the corners of the darkness? What happens when outside entities one of us has left. Gently minds of company. Lock in. Assumption destination. Ilias Ephro.
Oh. That was all teleportation. My man got lightsabers.
I'm gonna fucking kill.
We got music now? What?
No prisoners, also. Rest and shit.
This is actually fascinating. Make this an arcade already. Higher raw thrills.
This will be painful.
Yeah, this is the first time we were in a POV of, I guess, a mid-size Skibidi, I'm assuming, or one of the alliances. Are we in the Titans' point of view? I'm so curious what we were looking through. Ooh. Oh, this got more gruesome. You're screwed.
Nice job, friend.
Samot Apple Show.
Wow. Yo, just made him slice his head off. Oh, I'm loving the frame rate. This is like 60 frames per second. Let me check the HD here, because I got a lot to say on this one. Yeah, it's, he has it set to 1080 60 frames. This is great, and really improved on the graphics. The animation, the CGI has really greatly improved, and the 60 frames per second is very fantastic. I'm liking that we're in the point of view of someone who's actually talking. That's a very good change of pace. And we're getting a lot more dialogue, so we're getting more insight into the whole situation. The action is still up there, very well done. I like the teleportation. That was cool. We got to see what was going on with the teleportation, and then everything just popped up in the fighting. I gotta elaborate more on that one. But wow, man, we're already at the halfway point. I can't believe it's moving so fast. It's so great. Good job so far. Ooh, Oh, they detached now? What? No way. They learned to detach and connect to others?
What the Sigma?
I know, right? And he did it with an uwu. Yeah, save the body. We're teleporting again. Man, the weaponry is crazy. Yeah, but it's too late.
If that's where my life should end, so be it.
Who's coming up there? Oh. Is it her? Oh, it's the... Oh, okay. That's teeth. Teeth toilet. Dang.
Can't believe the last thing I see is your ugly motherfucking face.
Oh, okay. That's what he looks like behind the mask? What? My man came out with a side. Well, no more pain, boys. Wow. My man went full Neo here. No retreat for you. There are other giant speaker, Titan speakermen. Yo, this is crazy. That can't be the speakermen, can it? My man brought out the Holy Cross. Yo, he brought some religion, some religious righteousness. What? What a design. Is that the... We got a whole new set here? We got a whole new group into the alliance, huh? Oh, that face. Wow. The agent. Oh. Promos. New toys. Wow, that was pretty amazing. That was pretty amazing. The quality went up, 60 frames per second. A whole new faction. Is that a whole new faction that I just saw at the end? I don't know. But what I do know is that the Astros eat humans. The action was great and everything. The voices were pretty good. Glad, came with subtitles and everything. Everything was nice, clear, concise, and so on. But my first scene of interest is the fact that I didn't realize this was the Juggernaut, and he's eating a human. They eat humans. They're eating the humans. It's insane. That's something I did not expect. And Juggernaut Titan, he enjoyed eating that woman, and then all of a sudden, here comes the Queen, the Duchess. There we go, having a snack break. The Duchess having a snack break. Look at just throwing that, and she just goes chomp. Oh my gosh, it's pretty gruesome, quite honestly. Just watching these two do what they just eating away and everything. Especially the Juggernaut. I like that we got to see what's behind the mask. I couldn't believe I didn't even realize it was him, because this was the first time I'm seeing the mask off and everything. And let me tell you something that's scary. I call him Teeth. Teeth. But yeah, he's got a body now. What's crazy is that Juggernaut's got a body. He was just floating around. Now he's in a whole body and eating humans. That's so weird. That's an interesting pivot in the storyline, that the Astros eat human, because throughout the whole entire, well, but then again, we hadn't come across any humans, which is true. We didn't come across humans, so we don't get to see the Astros legitimately eating the humans at all. So this is the first time this is being introduced. That's why it kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's okay, because you know what? The Astros need to do a little bit more. If they're not going to assimilate the humans like the Skibidi Toilets do, then eating them makes perfect sense, I guess. Get their nourishment, their snack on. Pretty gruesome, especially seeing all the blood flowing and everything. And but it's all right. I don't have a problem with that. That's good for to separate them from the Skibidi Toilets. The Skibidi Toilets just want to turn people into toilets, but the Astros, okay, that's what they want to do with the humans, and eat them alive. All right, that just raises the stakes some more, because we don't want the survivors to get eaten. We don't want to get them eaten. But one of the most trippy events that we had with my second scene of interest is the teleport. The TV Titan after getting grabbed by the balls. We got to go through a teleport. It kind of threw me off because since it was a dimly lit room, I didn't catch on that the smoke was enveloping our POV character today, who was all vocal and voiced, which was pretty awesome. That's a nice, good change of pace in the whole thing. And yeah, we get to see various types of things within the teleport, which was very fascinating, to say the least. Like, we got to see the arm, and we saw these mysterious lights. I like that. This is coming from the point. This is from the teleport of a Titan, as opposed to the regular size TV men. You know, with the regular size TV man, it's just instantaneous. But with the Titan, he's like putting you through a whole trip, and then all of a sudden, poof, we're right in the action where everything is attacking. But I find it very interesting because, like I said in earlier stories, the regular TV men, when they teleport, it's just instantaneous. But here, with the Titan, they put you through this whole crazy visual, you know, this whole mind screw. And I'm very curious if it carries any weight, or if it's just you know, the TV man being all mind screwy and everything, which is all fine and everything. It can be all mind screwy, you know what I mean? It can be all mind screwy. But it was very fascinating, you know. Again, good change of paces, you know, adding more to the lore and so on, which is pretty fantastic. And finally, my final scene of interest, which was very mind-blowing, I gotta say. I didn't think we would have another faction, but it looks like we got ourselves a new faction. It seems like I'm not sure what kind of faction they are, because it looks like they're a cross between Speakermen and I think they're Speakermen. I don't know if they got upgraded, or if they are a offshoot of the Speakermen. All I know is that they got lightsabers in the form of holy crosses, and bringing out the Evangelion in this whole fight. What an epic introduction to these characters. They're fantastic in design. The bright red really sets them apart from everybody else. It's very hard to describe it, but it wasn't jarring. It didn't throw me off. One of the most craziest things I've ever seen. Let me see here. Where are they at? This one particular machine. Is it this one? No, not her. This was before this. He just landed and all of a sudden started roaring, and I really love the way that was designed. I like how he pops in like that and just starts glowing with the scythe. Is this the one? Yeah, here he is. This is the one. Yeah, this one here. And then he lands out of nowhere and just starts, look at that roar. Just starts making all that roaring sound, and then just lands just like that. This is some creative stuff coming out of here with this faction, and I like it. I really like to know who they are. We don't have the official name yet or anything, have we? Well, I'm sure in the chat, probably the comments section, not the chat room, but the YouTube comments probably established it or something. I don't know. All I know is this is actually a fantastic designed characters here from this faction, and we're gonna be seeing more of them. I guess the Alliance got the reinforcements they needed. They've been getting beaten and battered all over the place by the Astros, quite honestly. And if they're actually upgraded from Alliance members, sweet, epic. But if they're a whole new faction, sweet, epic. I like it. I like it. Especially this one. I like this particular design here. He flies around and then spreads out those legs and lands, and then starts screaming and roaring at everybody. I hope he doesn't get destroyed. I really hope not. So yeah. I hope that well, it's not really. I hope this is the whole of 78 and not part 1 of 78. I hope not. I'm really hoping not. I hope now next one will be 79, 80. You know, saying that now these are just full episodes, as opposed to broken down episodes. Because it used to be 77 part 1, 77 part 2, 77 part 3, 77 part 4, and then you had 77 the full episode. So I'm hoping that this is a full episode from to start off season 6, because did a good job. This was a good job. Really blew my mind seeing the 60 frames per second, and it's really awesome. And again, make an arcade out of this. Raw Thrills, get Raw Thrills on this. You know, get Skibidi Toilet Shooter arcade. Put them in them Dave and Buster's. So overall, very exciting. Very exciting. The wait was definitely worth it. Now let's see. Wow, that was 3 months ago. 3 months ago. That was the last time Gerasimov made the last release. So I guess this is gonna be the norm. So I'll be suffering with all the Skibidi Toilet fans moving forward for the waiting period. So head on over to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find links to the book down in the description below, along with links to other merch such as pins, stickers, t-shirts, music. Enjoy the products. Thank you for your patronage. And if you happen to have purchased a copy of the book and decided to do a lore video or analysis video on YouTube, thank you very much. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it. And if you're all interested, you could join me on my live multi-stream on Twitch and Kick every Monday through Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I do research, cultural studies, gaming, and more. I look forward to hanging out with you. So until the next Skibidi Toilet, thank you all for joining me, and I wish you all a good night. Buenas noches, and oisumi nasai.